Welcome to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show. Tune in for a vibrant mix of fashion, finance, and life's essential foundations. Join us for expert interviews, insightful discussions, and empowering insights to elevate your lifestyle. From fashion trends to financial tips and personal growth strategies, we've got you covered. So grab your headphones and get ready to be inspired. Tune in now to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show and embark on this exciting journey with us.
Welcome back to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Talk Show. I am your host, M. Teresa Lawrence. Before we close out the show, I wanted to share with you that I am a coach, an international speaker, and an author. Also, just started a foundation called the Trueness Project, and it is my goal to have our future leaders lead from a space of integrity and authenticity. I want people to learn what it is like to be a true leader or true leaders. And in order to do that, you have to know who you are. You have to know what you want. You can't be living other people's lives. And it is my goal with this foundation to share a message of truth, integrity, authenticity, and self-love around the world. And on June 29th, I am having an event, and I'm asking the entire world to stand for a transformed world of creativity, community, and love. And I am going to have the largest gathering of people dressed as butterflies to signify the beauty of transformation. We all start one place, and as we evolve, we change. And the butterfly is the symbol of transformation. And I hope you all join me for the live event in Jackson, Wyoming. And we all deserve to live in a world filled with true love. And that brings me back to our guest, Debra Ann Cruz, who in our last segment spoke about self-love and the importance of sharing that with children. We've had a fabulous interview. Debra has shared with us her process and her offerings of the Strategic Wealth and Prosperity Blueprint, the Twin Flame Romantic Standards Assessment, and her beautiful coaching on relationships and helping couples live a fulfilled and more satisfying life. Debra, let's continue and finish this out. Please share it with the audience what you have coming up, what offerings you have.
What I have coming up is, if people want to reach me, they can email me, Debra Ann Cruz 360, and I will give them a free 15-minute session.
Okay, so I'm going to spell it out for everybody. It's Debra at DebraAnnCruz360.com. That's DEBRA at DEBRAANNCRUZ360.com. So that's fabulous. But before we close out, are there any future events that you're hosting, and are you starting any programs or coaching initiatives?
Yes, thanks for asking that. One thing I'm doing is working on certain workshops that I can host to get out this message of self-love in all these individual ways I spoke about, to bring webinars. I'm producing webinars, but I had to decide to split it up between the men and the women. So I have Divine Masculine webinars and Divine Feminine webinars, and then after that I'll have one together for them, and just doing more public speaking and getting this word out and getting over my introvert.
For the audience, Debra is fabulous, and she is not an introvert, and I highly recommend that you get a hold of her and have a session with her, because I was on a Zoom with her and I was like, wow, wow, wow. You can reach Debra at DebraAnnCruz360.com, DEBRA at DEBRAANNCRUZ360.com. And one last thing that the audience should know, I do believe you have some books about to come out, which we didn't speak about. Sorry, next time, but please share.
I wrote 11 books.
11, can you believe that?
I met the executive director of the movie Sound of Freedom at a networking meeting last year about the rescue of sex-trafficked children, and I asked him, "What do you do when you rescue the kids? Do you have programs for them to help them acclimate back?" And he said he did, but I had to do my part. And I did what we call Healing Hearts, which is kind of a dictionary of trauma and what to expect and how to know when you're dissociating, when you're checked out mentally. And one of my clients who's a doctor, she's a chiropractor, she said that book was so helpful for me. She was sexually abused as a child. So she said how helpful that book was to her. So a lot of people who are suffering with that trauma don't really know how to get their heads around it so that they can move past it. So that's my goal.
If you want to reach Debra, you can reach her at Debra at DebraAnnCruz360.com, DEBRA at DEBRAANNCRUZ360.com. Debra, it has been so fun to have you on.
Thank you.
You are very powerful and loving, and your coaching is very beautiful and heartfelt, and I am deeply grateful that you've been on the show. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a wonderful opportunity.
And thank you all for joining me on the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Talk Show. I am your host, M. Teresa Lawrence, and you can listen to the program on KCAA Broadcasting Network, 1050 AM and 106.5 FM, where we cover over 5 million households in the greater Los Angeles area, and we are affiliated with CNBC, NBC News, and NBC Sports. You can also listen every Sunday at 3 p.m. Pacific Time and on any of your favorite podcast or streaming channels. We are also in Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, and Android app. Just subscribe to Building Solid Foundations channel. Thank you all.
Welcome to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show, where we talk about food, fashion, finance, and foundations of life. We are live on KCAA Radio Broadcasting Network. KCAA is affiliated with CNBC, NBC News, and NBC Sports. We are sponsored by Sheltered Studios, Fire Connect, and Building Solid Foundations.